Hi Alphas, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial using the Urban Decay Backtalk palette. I had a request just this week from someone asking if the pigmentation was really good with this palette. I know I did a review on it and swatches, but it does look different on the eye when you're using brushes and fingers and all of that stuff. And I wanted to show you what I've been wearing on my vacation. So this is the look. It's not as many products as you would think. You could probably do without a few of the products, but I wanted to show you what I've been doing and what I've been wearing, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.
We are getting ready to go to Disney! Exciting! You're so excited, sissy? Woo!
So to start off with my vacation makeup, I'm just going to use the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. I'm going to wait 10 minutes and then I'll wipe it off with a tissue. And I love this mask, to be honest. I really do like it as a skincare mask. I will link my review in the description box. I'll also follow up with a serum and then an eye cream. I'll link all the products that I'm using today in the description box as well if you want to purchase them or just kind of check them out. My favorite base to use is the Nars Skin Tint, so I'm just applying a little bit of this all over my skin. I'm a little more tan around my hairline due to the sun, but if I wasn't tan it would be this color, but we'll make it work. I'm going to also use a concealer from Urban Decay. It's a more full coverage concealer, so I don't use a ton. It is a lot lighter. Again, from my vacation I got pretty tan, so everything that I use will work and it will oxidize as I go, so just bear with me. I'm going to set my makeup using my all-time favorite setting powder, Laura Mercier. This was the first product I purchased from them back in the day and I have no complaints. And then I'll use the Benefit Hoola bronzer, which I took a very long time to use this bronzer. I didn't think that it would work for me, but I got it as a sample from Influencer, and I have to say I like that it gives me a nice wash of color for an everyday light look. So now I'm going to highlight and add some glow to my skin. I'm using the Becca product. This was a limited edition, but I'll link some similar products down below if you're interested, or if I can find the actual one, I'll link it. But I just basically highlight this way. I like to do the C. I like to apply it on the bridge of my nose, the sides of my nose, not really the tip anymore. It does get on the tip, but if I apply it on the sides of the nose, I feel like my skin looks a little more glowy. And then I'll fill in my brows very lightly. Now I'm going to use Urban Decay's Backtalk palette. I'm going to take Double Take, which is a blush color, and I'm just going to apply this to the cheekbones. And then for my eyes, I'm going to use the shade called Backtalk, and I'm just going to use a fluffy blending brush to apply this to my lids. Now you do have to kind of work with this palette. It's not one of those palettes where it's like heavily pigmented with the first swipe. When I did my swatches it was, but like I said, I don't really care for swatches because it looks totally different when you're blending it out with a brush. So you do have to go in a few times. If you don't like that, you won't like this palette, don't get it. But if you are into that stuff, because I like buildable makeup and I like light makeup and eyeshadow looks and stuff, you will like this palette. Like I said, you do have to go back in a few times to build it up. It's not like the first swipe is with a lot of color saturation, but I like that. So check out my review if you want to see swatches versus this, but that's what I did. And then I'm going to take a curve with my finger and I'm just going to apply this to my lids really quickly, just all over. It's kind of messy, but I like that. And then I'm going to take this deeper shade and I'm just going to use a more dense brush and I'm just going to apply this to the outer corners. Now a lot of people said they had trouble with this shade. I didn't have any trouble with it at all, so I'm not sure. And then I'll take this highlighter and just kind of add a little more glow to the higher points of my cheekbones, around my forehead and brows, nose, lips, and chin. Then I'll go ahead and use some mascara. I'm using one from L'Oreal. It's kind of dried out and all gone, but I'm doing whatever I can to use the rest of it. And I'm just doing the upper lashes and lower lashes. touching and pulling for the lower lashes so it kind of lengthens and adds a little more. For my lips, I'm using my all-time favorite peachy nude shade from Urban Decay, Fuel, and I'm just applying this. It's like a cream finish. I really like it. It goes with almost every look that I wear.